Thank you.
You're here today to talk about your new single, your new music video. Let's start with the song. What's your song called?
My very first single off of my debut album, Storybook, is going to be called IBF, which is kind of a short form for Imaginary Boyfriend.
Okay, and you said you just finished shooting a music video. Is that for IBF?
I did, yeah. Just last weekend we shot my very first music video, which was for IBF, and I can't wait. It's going to be ready soon, so I can't wait to show everybody.
Yeah, cool. So tell us, is this one of those like BFF kind of things, IBF?
It sure is.
Okay, so where does this come from? What is an imaginary boyfriend?
Well, imaginary boyfriend, you can look at it however you really want to. Just like with any song, you kind of look at it and relate to it however you feel best. I like to look at it as kind of being a guy that you have a crush on, but you're kind of too shy to say anything to him, so you kind of imagine that you're with him in your own little way, and daydream, that sort of thing. That's how I look at an imaginary boyfriend.
And how are people reacting when they hear your song? I saw on your Twitter you're saying, hey, tell me who your imaginary boyfriend is.
Oh yeah, people are responding. I mean, I think it's something that everybody kind of has. Everybody has, whether it be a celebrity or if you're in school and you have a crush on some guy at school, everybody can relate, and I think everyone has one. So I've had a lot of good response from it so far.
And was there anybody in particular you were thinking of as you wrote this song?
There are a few. There are definitely a few.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now tell me, you are a songwriter, right? And you mentioned that you've written a bunch of new songs.
Yeah,
so
I am.
What is that like for you? Have you been doing that a long time?
I've always kind of kept a journal, and I've always, been writing poetry and certain things like that. But just within the past 2 or 3 years, when I really started learning how to put a song together. And I learned from two of my really good friends and producers that I work with, Curtis Richardson and Charlie Vox. They're the ones who really showed me the structure, and I write with them a lot, co-write with them a lot, and getting used to kind of writing at home on my own too, and it's always writing differently in different ways, and it's been really good and really fun so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do those songwriting partners, have they worked with you on this new album?
They have a lot, yeah.
So are you still picking out tracks? What's going
we're
on with the album?
actually all done. We're all done picking out the songs for the album. We've actually even started putting together some ideas for the next album and writing on some different songs, and we're even starting to write songs for other artists, songs that we have in mind that would be good for different people, and it's really, really fun. So
cool.
Yeah.
Well, tell me about the video you just shot. Was it here in New York?
We shot it in Brooklyn, and it was my first time heading over there, and it was really, really cool to see. I'd never seen it before, and yeah, I mean, it was awesome. I don't want to give too much away, because I want you guys to be excited when you see it, but
sure.
Yeah.
Now, I saw on your website, I saw a video of you at the Grammys Museum doing a duet with The Who. What was going on in that place? I've never been.
Oh, it was so cool. I think anybody who makes a trip to LA, you definitely need to head over there and see the Grammy Museum. They have a whole bunch of interactive booths. So I did like a session with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lee Lewis, which was really fun. And again, like you said, with The Who. And it's really cool. You just interact with them. They tell you what to do, and you can mess around with the buttons or sing the songs and do all the backup vocals. And they tell you how you did and play it back. So it's really, really fun. And for anyone who loves music.
Did you get to go to the Grammys this year?
I did not this year, but I hope to make it there next year.
Yeah, maybe you'll be there next year. Yeah.
I would love to.
Now let me ask you, I know that you've been on TV before, and in a few different ways. You want to tell us about your cartoon career?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, acting is something I've been doing a really long time. I started out when I was 5 years old in Toronto, and when I was about 9 or 10, I got cast in my first cartoon, and I just really loved it, and I've always kind of had a higher speaking voice, so I think that helps me out with it a lot. But my first cartoon I ever did was one called Stickin' Around, and the second one was a cartoon called Franklin the Turtle, where I played the beaver, and I did it for a good 10 years. So my voice never changed in 10 years, which is a little embarrassing, but I guess good. It's really, really fun. I love doing cartoons.
Yeah. And are you still doing any of those? Are you still
well, since I've been out here in New York, I moved here about six months ago. I've been really trying to focus on the music and everything, but I hope to get back into cartoons soon.
Great.
Yeah.
And then what about, I know you were on a series for a short time called Runaway.
I was.
With Donnie Wahlberg, is that right? What was that like?
It was cool. It was so much fun. It was a show for the CW network. It was one of their newest shows that they kind of took on once they became CW. And it was good. It was so much fun. I mean, Donnie was so great to work with, and I made really good friends with a lot of the cast. And we had a great time. It was too bad it was so short-lived, but...
Yeah, that's gonna hurt, right?
I know. It was sad. But it was good.
And then any movies? I know you said you're focusing on your singing right now, but is that something you're interested in too?
For sure, yeah. I would love to do movies. One day I'd like to do, I like comedy a lot, so I'd like to do some sort of like romantic comedy movies, or, you know, a sitcom, and a Disney movie would be so much fun for me to do the voice of, you know, something. Even if I played like an ant, I would be happy.
So, about the album, who have you worked with producers or any? Do you have any guest stars coming in? Anybody you can tell us about?
I mean, the writers and producers that I work with, they've done a lot of, you know, really great songs for artists like Jennifer Lopez and Joss Stone. They've worked with a lot of people, Rihanna. But as far as, you know, doing duets with anybody, I did one song with a really cool guy from Sweden. His name's Thomas Eriksson, who's kind of like, I think he's going to be the next sort of Justin Timberlake-ish kind of guy. So that was the one duet I did. That it's really good. It's a song called Small Stupid Things, which is one of my favorite songs off the album.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, you heard it here first. The next Justin Timberlake. He's from Sweden.
Yeah.
So what's coming up for you? I know you're going to have a busy summer as you get ready for this
sorry.
album.
You know what? I just remembered he's actually from Norway. I just want to make that correction. I always mess people up, whether they're from Sweden or Norway. I know they're close, but Scandinavian, you know.
Well, the Norwegian Justin Timberlake.
Yes.
I'll know it. So yeah, what's going to be up for Leah Renee this summer? What?
Lots of things. I mean, you know, my first single coming out, and my first music video, and hopefully lots and lots of performances, and hopefully writing for other artists, and writing, you know, just in general, and hopefully lots of music stuff. Maybe a little bit of acting in there too would be great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'd love to see you live in concert. Hopefully you'll have a show in New York.
I hope so too. I'm sure I will.
Well, best of luck with the record.
Thank you.
Hopefully, you know, we'll have you back the next time talking about the second album, maybe.
Yeah, I'd love to come back.
Sure. Anybody else you want to say hi to here in New York before we sign off?
My mom and dad, of course. I know my dad's definitely going to be listening, so hi.
All right, well, thank you. Leah Renee, what's the album going to be called when it comes out?
It's going to be called Storybook.
Okay, and the single again is?
IBF.
Imaginary Boyfriend.
Yep.
All right, Leah, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I shed a mirror so unlucky because